Hey guys, it is Nick here with Nick's Topics, back with another What If Walking Dead topic video for you guys today. Today we're going to be looking at a topic that was recommended to me by someone in the comments. I promised I'd shout him out in the last video. It was on my Walking Dead What If John Cena was in the Walking Dead video. He recommended, his name's Yassine Abu Al-Kubaysi. I hope I pronounced that right. And he recommended, what if T-Dog never dropped the key in Season 1? Now, this is actually a pretty good topic, and one myself I didn't think of at the time. Before this, I had been thinking on other topics, personal life stuff going on, and I never came to this simple conclusion when looking back to Season 1. But it's actually a pretty good idea, and one that could dramatically change the effects of The Walking Dead, or not change them at all. It could also affect how T-Dog lives in the future. So, let's take a dive into this particular topic. Now for this, I have come up with 3 good prognoses, if that's a word, on how this could end up. First off, before we get into that, we gotta remember that Rick is the one who cuffed him up there in the first place, and that's why, at the time, Daryl had a resentment against him, and that led to him eventually being good. And he said himself, Merle does not play and work well with others. That could affect the scenarios that I'm about to put in front of you. Scenario 1. Let's say T-Dog never dropped the key. He rescues Merle, and they go back to the camp and try to rob it like Merle said they were going to do in the beginning. Daryl gets shot by Shane with the shotgun, and Merle is killed instantly also, and their plan is a dud. No Merle with the governor, and the governor and Rick's life could end up being war again or peace. Scenario 2. The first half of what I just said happens, except Merle escapes, is with the governor, no brother to want to get back to since Daryl is now dead from Shane, and he goes on a warpath with the governor to try and take down Rick and the group, and ultimately fails, because let's be honest, he would most likely fail. Or Scenario 3. T-Dog never drops the key, and he actually rescues Merle, and they both actually respect each other. They go back with the camp, and Merle devotes his life to protecting T-Dog for saving his life. Holds resentment against Rick, but ultimately stays because of his brother and his new best friend that saved his life. Becomes a good part of the group, and things go dandy. And with those 3 scenarios out of the way, that pretty much sums up what would really happen. I know you guys probably wanted like a full story or something like I usually do, but I have made some short ones in the past. And when you come to think about it, even if T-Dog never dropped the key, the first 2 scenarios in my head that I said before the third, like I said before, Rick said it himself and it was a true fact. Merle did not work and play well with others, so the third scenario could have happened, but it was highly unlikely that Merle would actually devote himself to being a friend to anyone. But his character development did change before he was offed by the governor in the original. So, hey, it could happen. But honestly, even if any of the scenarios did come to pass, not too much in The Walking Dead would change, honestly, because that's just one of the stories that wouldn't really have too major an impact on the show. So, what do you guys think? Do you think that the 3 scenarios I said could have actually occurred? What do you think could have happened if T-Dog actually saved Merle and never dropped the key? Yassine Al-Kubaysi, if I said your name right that time, thanks for recommending this particular what if, and if you guys have more particular what ifs that you want to recommend me in the future, please tell me in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up, sub if you're new, And before we end this video, I would like to say that I have a big surprise for next week. If you guys remember, I started a What If Shane Was Never Offed by Rick to start off this YouTube channel. And it has probably been one of my most popular series of what ifs on this channel so far. And with the recent season 11 coming out with 14 episodes total, or 15 rather, so far, I thought it was time to go back and revisit the old series that I had started. Now, detail because that is a separate what if from this one, and I don't want to give too much away, but I'm just going to say this. I've thought of some more ideas considering season 11, even though there is no Negan in that story. If you've watched it, you already know why. But I think I can get some ideas with 15 episodes being out. So, with that out of the way, hope to see you guys next week for that, and I hope you enjoyed.